Good morning again. Part 2. Psalms 86, verse 11. Now, the second part of verse 11 is, grant me purity of heart so that I may honor you. Listen, when you in God's word, let me help you understand something. Understand this. Oh, Lord, give me the words. When you want to be pure at heart with God, meaning you value God's ways over the world. You value His way, His will, His purpose, His calling, His destiny, His ordained calling over your life, over your flesh. I see, and even with myself, since I've been on this journey with God, the one prayer I prayed to God was, I'm so sick of the lies. I just want the truth. And you best be careful what you pray for. Because when I tell you God has shown me so much truth to the point where I had to reevaluate myself and I had to reevaluate my life. And I had to reevaluate the way that I'm walking with God. So listen, for real, you're going to have to sit back and you're going to have to truly understand and begin to honor God and allow Him to teach you His way and not the way of the world and not the way of your flesh and not the way you've been taught, but the way He is teaching you the truth. A lot of these days, hopefully I can say this and my video don't get taken down. A lot of these holidays, these upcoming holidays, they just don't have nothing to do with God. And you have people out here continuing to operate in their flesh, in religion, and in the ways of the world. So, if I truly want to honor God, there's many ways to learn, respect, cherish, and honor God. I gotta begin somewhere. So this idol that I once believed in and worshipped, because I went broke trying to do everything I could do to make sure that whatever this idol told me I needed to do got done, that I had to sit back and understand what God was telling me. And He was telling me to let it go. It's not of me. I didn't command for you to do this. It's not a part of my commandments. I didn't ordain for you to do this. You're operating in the ways of the world. You're operating out your own flesh. It has nothing to do with me. So if I want the will of God, if I want to learn the truth, I have to allow God to be my teacher. Who better to teach me? Who's better to teach me? Who's better to teach you? Who's better to teach us that religion is not of God? The holidays, They're not of God. It's all been a lie. And God is exposing the lies. And He is revealing the truth. But how many are going to really listen? How many are really going to listen and live according to God's way? Teach me thy way, O Lord. Purify me. Purify me. The things that are not of God, we have to let go of. It's not of God. We don't need it. We don't need to keep it. We don't need to celebrate it. We don't need to honor it. We need to bash them idols. Bash them up. Throw them in the garbage. Because they're not of God. And we're supposed to be teaching these babies the right way of God. I had to let it go. And I'm glad I let it go. Because I don't want my children to know nothing but the truth of God. I don't want to do nothing but teach them God's way. I don't want them to learn about these type of things that are not of God. I love y'all, and I pray that you turn away from the idols, that you turn away from the things that are not of God. And some people make it seem like the things God is asking us for is too much, it's too hard. It's not. When you look and you read and you get with God about them 10 commandments, they're not hard. You have to respect them and respect God in doing so. When He tells you not to do something, don't do it. When He tells you not to celebrate something, don't celebrate it. If it's not of God, don't do it. Turn away from it. That's the better part of you. That's the God in you. Because you don't want to do nothing that is against God. You don't want to be doing the things that are against God. You don't want to keep falling in that trap. You don't want to keep falling in those snares. Just don't do it. Let it go. Allow God to truly come into your life. Let those things